A single rock floating in space is worth more than the entire global economy. But here's what they're not telling you about the race to claim it. Right now, while you're watching this, 3 nations and a dozen private companies are in a silent war over rocks that could make trillionaires overnight. We're talking about asteroid mining, and it's not science fiction anymore. In September 2023, NASA's OSIRIS-Rx spacecraft returned with actual samples from asteroid Bennu, proving we can touch these flying gold mines. But here's where it gets controversial. Who owns them? Let me put this in perspective. There's an asteroid called 16 Psyche orbiting between Mars and Jupiter. Scientists estimate it contains $10,000 quadrillion worth of precious metals. That's a 1 with 19 zeros. To be clear, the entire world economy is worth about 100 trillion. This single asteroid is worth 100 million times more than all the money on Earth combined. Now you understand why billionaires are suddenly interested in space. But wait, it gets better. There are over 30,000 near-Earth asteroids we've already identified. Just one moderately sized asteroid, about half a mile wide, could contain more platinum than humanity has ever mined in all of history. We're talking about $90 billion worth of platinum from just one rock. And there are thousands of these within relatively easy reach. Here's the pattern everyone misses. We're not running out of resources on Earth because they don't exist. We're running out because they're rare here. But in space, they're everywhere. Your smartphone needs 17 rare Earth elements. China controls 90% of that supply on Earth. But a single metallic asteroid could give us enough rare Earth metals to build smartphones for the next 1,000 years. This isn't about exploration anymore. This is about economic survival. Now here's where the controversy explodes. In 2015, the United States passed a law saying American companies can own whatever they extract from asteroids. Luxembourg did the same in 2017. The UAE followed in 2019. But there's a problem. The Outer Space Treaty of 1967 says no nation can claim sovereignty over celestial bodies. So technically, you can't own an asteroid, but you can own what you take from it? Legal experts are calling this the biggest loophole in international law, and it could trigger the first space-based conflict. Let me interrupt that thought with this. Japan just changed everything. In December 2020, their Hayabusa 2 mission returned samples from asteroid Ryugu. They found organic materials and water. Water on asteroids isn't just about drinking. Water is hydrogen and oxygen. That's rocket fuel. This means asteroids could become gas stations in space, making deep space travel actually possible. The country that controls asteroid water controls access to the entire solar system. Companies are already moving. Astroforge, an American startup, raised $13 million and plans to launch the first commercial asteroid mining mission by 2025. They're targeting metallic asteroids specifically for platinum group metals. TransAstra is developing technology to extract water from asteroids. Carmen Plus in the UK is building spacecraft for asteroid prospecting. This isn't tomorrow's technology. This is happening right now. But here's the reality check nobody talks about. The economics are insane. It currently costs about $10,000 to launch 1 pound of material into space. A mining operation would need to send tons of equipment. We're talking billions in upfront costs. And here's the controversy. If companies actually succeed and bring back massive amounts of platinum or gold, they'd crash those markets on Earth. The very thing that makes asteroids valuable could become worthless the moment we access it. It's the ultimate catch. 22. Yet investors are still pouring money in. Why? Because the first company to figure this out doesn't just get rich. They get to write the rules. They become the Saudi Arabia of space. And here's what's really wild. Asteroid mining might be our only option. MIT researchers published a study showing that at current consumption rates, we'll deplete Earth's economically viable platinum reserves by 2064. Copper by 2050. We don't have a choice anymore. China knows this. They've already landed on the far side of the moon, testing mining technology. They've announced plans to retrieve samples from near-Earth asteroids by 2025. Russia and China are partnering on a lunar research station specifically to test resource extraction. Meanwhile, NASA is sending a spacecraft to 16 Psyche in 2029, not to mine it, but to study it. See the difference in approach? Some countries are studying. Others are preparing to claim. Here's your pattern interrupt. The first trillionaire won't come from technology, real estate, or oil. They'll come from space. And they might already be planning their mission in secret. Because here's what's crazy, there's no requirement to announce asteroid mining plans. No international registry. A company could launch tomorrow, claim an asteroid, and we wouldn't know until they return with the payload. The race is real. The technology is ready. The asteroids are waiting. The only question left is who gets there first, and what happens to Earth's economy when they do. Some economists predict it could trigger the greatest wealth transfer in human history. Others say it could make resources so abundant that scarcity becomes obsolete. Either way, life as we know it is about to change. This is bigger than the California gold rush, bigger than the oil boom. We're watching the beginning of the space economy, and most people have no idea it's happening. So follow for more updates as this story unfolds, because in the next 5 years, everything you thought you knew about wealth, resources, and human potential is about to be rewritten. So here's my question for you. If a private company makes trillions from asteroid mining, should that wealth belong to them or to all of humanity? Drop your answer in the comments.